wall to tell you about how the markets are all set to open this morning. Here's the first tick on the index. You have the Nifty that's up about 50 odd points, up 0.2%, well above the 17,600 mark, looking quite pretty. The Sensex as well, up 150 points. Good traction seen in the mid-cap index, up almost about 0.3%. Now, three of your big gainers that you have this morning. One, of course, is Axis Bank, which has delivered a stellar set of numbers. That's the top gainer on the Nifty, up almost 4.5% right now, approaching that 860 mark. Next, let's move on to ITC. Very good set of numbers, smoking hot in the cigarette business. But the stock, remember, has been a huge outperformer this year, the biggest Nifty gainer. So not too much. It's just about managing to hold on to that 350 mark. Other good numbers coming in from the likes of Bajaj Finance. That one as well, in pre-opening, suggested a green tick. Bajaj Finance up almost about 0.2%. The rest of the lot, actually, the Nifty Bank is the one that's really taking, top honors this morning. The Nifty Bank is now up 360 points, led largely by Axis Bank because of the good numbers. But then you have some big earnings coming out tomorrow as well. There's ICICI Bank. Ahead of that, ICICI Bank has been pretty strong throughout, and that stock as well is up almost about 0.2% right now. The market breadth is firm, over 1,600 stocks on the advancing side. So it's clearly very strong opening. But let me just hand it across to Nigel, because the mid-cap index is the one that's really soaring this morning. Nigel, over to you.
Well, Sonia, a couple of notable names from the mid-cap index that are really moving around today. You had Shriram Transport came out with its set of numbers. Let's see the initial reaction out there. The numbers look, well, the numbers look pretty okay, actually, and more a positive reaction is what we expected. So it's up close to around 1% or thereabouts. Happiest Minds, remember from the mid-cap space, that's the one that delivered better than expected numbers. So the initial reaction comes up there. That's up 1% odd. Emphasis, that was a bit of a sore point out there. There was a miss on margins. There's a miss on the top line growth as well. And that's down a good 2% as we speak. IEX, remember the stock has seen a sharp correction from the top, but nothing really to write home about in terms of their numbers. So that stock as well has opened with a cut of around 1%. And we were just chatting with the management of Dixon Technologies. They said revenue growth for this year will still be good, though they've scaled back a little bit on their margins. But the street says no worries on that front. It's up closer around 2.5%. PNB Housing, they're going to be getting a new boss. Nimesh had alerted us that that's likely to happen. The stock has seen a bit of a run in the last couple of days. So PNB Housing Finance as well, opening up with some bit of green. And Vodafone Idea, remember, they're getting a clearance from the regulators to go ahead with the government converting some part of those dues into equity. So that one as well is up close to around 2.5%. So good opening is what we have seen for starters, 17,600. The Nifty Bank is moving better, and the mid-cap index as well, taking some part in it.